Hey, this is Casket. So, welcome back. This is part 2 of seasoning the ugly drum smoker that I built. The first step, I wiped the whole interior, including the lid, down with canola oil. I didn't have any spray, Pam, or any spray oil, so I just used a rag and a bottle of canola oil, all wiped down. I put 18 pounds of charcoal in the basket and probably about 10 or 15 small chunks of hickory wood. That's a lot of wood. I would never smoke with that much wood, but because this is a seasoning process, it's going to be strictly for that. Otherwise, if I was doing ribs or a pork butt or a brisket, probably 3 fist-sized chunks, and that's plenty. So we're going to start the seasoning process. It's already begun, but I'm going to show you the steps. We'll take a look and see how it goes. I got a bag of Kingsford, and we're going to pour this in the charcoal basket and light it up. So this is an 18-pound bag, 18.6. And I'm going to put maybe about 12 briquettes in here. I made the ash pan out of a cookie sheet that I took and I creased the corners up 90 degrees. And this is actually a double wall cookie sheet. And I'm going to use this as my ash pan, which will sit down like that. And then I'll set the charcoal basket on top of that. So there's my charcoal basket that I put down on the ash pan, and I fill it up with 18 pounds of charcoal and some chunks of hickory. So part of the seasoning process requires lining the inside of the drum and the lid with some type of cooking oil or spray. I don't have any spray, but I do have some canola oil that I'm going to put on a rag. And I'm going to wipe down the entire interior of the drum and the lid. So as you can see, I've wiped down the whole interior with canola oil, making sure I get in the grooves of the drum. And also the lid. Okay, and everything's wiped down. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of briquettes, maybe about 15 of them, to the center. You only need a little bit. It's easy to get a big hot fire going. It's more challenging to get a small smoldering fire. I'm going to let that go for a couple minutes. So I'm going to put a couple of electronic probes on the grates, both levels, monitor the temperature in the center and compare it to the temperature on the side. Both grates are in, and the fire is burning. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we're getting full air, so we'll take that one off. Valve is open. Valve is open. And I'm going to open this one here. And she's smoking. And in a few minutes I'll get my thermometer probes on and we'll we'll see what she does. So it's been 25 minutes. The temperature seemingly leveled out. The thermometer on the side reads about 190. But interestingly, I have a probe on the top grate and the bottom grate, which is only about 6 inches apart. And the top grate reads 259. And it's been holding right between 255 and 260. And the bottom grate is at 237, but it's been fluctuating between 235 and 240. So there's a 20-degree difference within this span right here, which are the location of the two grates. I've got one ball valve completely closed, and I've got the other one cracked slightly, and I've got the cap on the back air vent. So we'll hang tight here a little bit longer and check in and see what the temperature looks like, maybe in about 30 minutes. Okay, so it's been 1 hour and 12 minutes since we closed the lid, and there for the longest time, top and bottom rack was around 166, or 266, and maybe about 20 minutes ago, I cut this ball valve back slightly, just a little bit more, and she's settled down now to 253 on the top rack, 257 on the bottom rack. And it's holding right there. And let me tell you, from doing many smokes on a stick burner and a gas smoker, this is going to be hard to get used to, because you're constantly fiddling with the fuel and fiddling with the air supply. This thing here is just chugging along, and you really can't see it, I don't think, but there was a nice blue smoke coming out here. It's hard to see, but there was that nice perfect blue smoke that you're looking for. And another interesting thing that I found, down here at the bottom, I can actually touch this, and it's pretty warm, but as I move my hand up, it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. It's hot here almost to the point where I can't hold my hand on it, and at the very top, it seems to be the hottest part. So it looks like the top rack will be a hotter grate, or the top grate will run maybe 10 degrees hotter than the bottom. But for right now, both temperatures have stabilized, and it's actually inverted somewhat, but I did fiddle with the vent here a little bit ago. So right now, top rack's 253, bottom rack's 257. I've got my 4 vents, and I positioned the lid over the 2-inch bunghole. Basically, it's almost completely shut down except the gap where the 2 probe wires are going through. So we'll check back. We'll check back in about another hour, and see what's happening. Oh, we have a pretty steady wind out of the north, and it's been a little bit windier than I would like. And the smoker's been holding. I mean, holding right on the money at 253. It finally leveled out, and I mean, it's been right there holding at 253. That's now that's the top rack. Bottom is 221, 223, fluctuating just a couple of degrees. And thermometer on the side now reading about 175, so that's way off. And I've got that light blue smoke coming out, just a wisp of smoke out of all 4 stacks. So we're coming up on 2 hours and 25 minutes. And it's locked in at 250, 253, right there, it's locked in. Hey, so it's been about 4 hours and 30 minutes, and I've decided I'm not going to waste 18 pounds of charcoal, so I'm going to go ahead and close the valves and shut it down and let it choke out. It's amazing. It's held at 250 to 255, 4+ hours, and I have no complaints. I'm anxious to cook on this thing, so I'm very happy with the way it performed. Okay, let's take a look. It's the next day. Look at that. I barely used any fuel. That's 4.5 hours of cook time, holding solid at 253. And there's a lot of briquettes that weren't even touched. And actually a lot of the hickory wood wasn't even touched. Let's take a closer look. So looking at this, this is 4.5 hours of burn time. I could easily get 20 hours out of this basket. So overall, I'm very happy with the performance. And we're going to do a couple slabs of ribs on Sunday. We'll see how those turn out.